once a day that I would pray for you. I'd go and misbehave just so you'd notice too. Sneaking looks up and down from across the room. Damn, what a hell of a view. I feel good, you look great, I like you, I can't wait. A first time, a first date. You're so fine, I'm so late. You sip wine, I drink straight. Don't waste time to my place. I feel my heart erase. So catch me if I fall.
Alright, throw it.
I'm falling fast, sitting here praying that this night's gonna last. You got it all on tap, I'm loving your vibe, always have your back. We like all the same tracks, listen all night in the sheets all black. Said I'm falling fast, don't remember life before you, that's fact. I feel good, you look great, I like you, I can't wait. A first time, a first date. You're so fine, I'm so late. You sip wine, I drink straight. Don't waste time to my place. I feel my heart erase. So catch me if I fall.
Come on. Shoot. Wow. Good job, buddy. Hey dude, how you doing? Are you having fun? Yeah, good, me too. Can you say hi? Yeah. Say mom. Hi. Come on. What is going on, guys? It's your boy Kendrick, and welcome to another episode. If you are new to my channel, all this is about video vlogging and podcasting with my friends and families, and just random crap that I like to think of. So that's all it is, just random stuff that I like to preach about and talk about and think about. Or you could call it the pondering. That's what you'll find it on my podcast on Spotify or Apple Podcasts. But for this episode on my channel, it's more of just kind of talking about the random things that happened in the last 2 weeks, and kind of also talking about what happened the other night when it comes to the sporting world. I get kind of annoying whenever I see sports when it includes Jake Paul. So first thing I have to get off my chest, I've been thinking about this since the fight the other day or last night, is I hate whenever I see Jake Paul fight other celebrities in boxing that don't do boxing, or they're just old heads. That crap kind of makes it super annoying and not super exciting whatsoever. I mean, let's be real. I knew from the get-go that Jake Paul was going to win that fight with Nate Diaz. Now, if you want to reverse that, and if Jake Paul ever want to go to MMA, I mean, hands down, I know Nate Diaz is going to take that. But I just hate seeing that stuff, like just celebrities going to boxing matches. This dude is good now. He should be fighting professionally, you know, against real other fighters that does boxing specifically. And that stuff kind of annoys the hell out of me. And so whenever I see another celebrity who does not do boxing for a living, like, it's almost an automatic loss, and I don't want to see it. Obviously, it's meant for, you know, the cash grab, you know. Hey, they're giving them money, that's cool. But at the same time, it's like, that's kind of boring. Like, I want him to fight a real boxer. Or if you want to fight someone else that's in a different sport, like, try their sport and try to match up with them. Don't choose that. So that's just a rant that I had to get off my chest at the beginning of this episode. It just annoys the hell out of me. And I'm pretty sure I'm not the only one who thinks this as well. So we'll see what happens. We'll see if they end up running back. Maybe they'll do MMA this time around, but I highly doubt that's going to happen. But if it does, I'll be there watching and be very supportive of this new matchup if it does happen, but I highly doubt. On other news, I am pretty much getting closer to school. School is literally 2 weeks away, and I'm a little nervous. How things are going to turn out, especially knowing that, like, I won't have any time whatsoever. Like, I'm about to give up video games for a hot minute, even though in 2 weeks I'm about to buy a PS5. So hopefully I could, you know, withstand the temptations of playing while I should be studying. Or maybe I'll just do it the first 2 weeks, because nothing really happens the first 2 weeks of school. And I am taking full load. I guess for those who are taking full load, my definition of full load is 4 classes. So I'll be considered full-time, and I'm just trying to speed this up a little bit quicker when it comes to being done with school. I am 31 years old. I want to be done by the time I'm 32. So it is summertime of 2023, and everything is projected by 2024 in the summertime I should be done and graduated and start my career. And at least I could say I could do it with 2 kids and still working full time. And I know I won't have any excuses after that. And at the same time, it's like, for those who do have excuses saying that I work full time so I can't make it to school, I think it's gonna be a bunch of baloney. I mean, if I can do it, anyone can do it. You're just making excuses to not achieve your best of your abilities and achieve higher in life. So, I mean, for the most part, me and Kayla make pretty darn good money, but at the same time, it's like I want to be out and take adventures every summertime or wintertime vacations. That's what I want. That's what I want to do. I don't want to have to take one per year or one every 2 years. So yeah, that's where that is going on that one. and just watching my kids grow up. Lakey is now 4 months old now, and she's doing good. I found out that I'm not her comfort, and Kayla does not like that at all. I'm not able to comfort her. She likes to be on the boob. She does not like the pacifier, and she does not like the bottle. And it's kind of tough. And I know Kayla gets frustrated. So yeah, I kind of feel bad a lot. But I mean, what can I do? Until she gets to the age of wanting a bottle, wanting a pacifier, then I'll be able to help more. But until then, can't really do much on that part. But again, we shall see. Just a little nervous when it comes to this semester. It's gonna be a little different. It's gonna be very different. And then Kayla's gonna be working. She's gonna be working and dealing with two kids. That's wild. I give her props. I give her much props on that one. But for the most part, I'm excited. Looking forward to everything that's about to come and be done quick. So me and Kayla have been watching a lot of movies together and TV shows, and I'm a big sci-fi person. I love space. I love astronomy. I took a couple of classes towards the beginning of my college journey, pathway, whatever you want to call it. And just that's just something I love. And one thing I am super excited about is knowing that I can share that with my son, who is really interested in the planets. If you look at his history or even the algorithm on YouTube, it's going to be nothing but planets that he's watching, a planet zone. He could literally name every last planet in order pretty clearly. And he's not even 3 yet. He won't be 3 until October. So it's pretty nice. It's pretty nice. I'd be able to share that with them, and hopefully he will, continue to enjoy that, because that's something I enjoy too. Like even on my Twitter, like I have a lot of space people that I follow and astronomy. And back to what I was trying to get at was I was able to get Kayla into a movie, and the movie was called Interstellar. I highly recommend it to anyone who is somewhat interested in sci-fi movies, shows. It's pretty good. It's my second time watching it, and I would say it actually hit harder the second time, since I want to say 2014 when it came out. It hit harder the second time, just knowing that I have kids now and I could relate to what the main character was feeling and why he chose the path that he chose, and just the emotions behind everything and how the story unfolded. I mean, it does start off kind of slow, but it picks up really, really, really quick. And it got to the point where it did take us a little bit longer. It took us about 2 nights. 2 nights, because by the time Lakey gets tired, it's super late, so we're probably watching maybe an hour and 15 minutes of any given show or movie per night before we call it a night, because we're just mentally exhausted. And I know for Kayla, she's mentally exhausted because she's with her 24/7 all day. So yeah, it took us that amount of time to get that done, and I loved it. It was good. She loved it. She said it was within top 5 of her fantasy sci-fi movies, and I am super grateful for that, for her to even give that a try. And because I know at the beginning she was like she was on her phone most of the time, and then it started picking out, and I was trying to give her hints like, hey, pay attention to this, because there's a lot of things that kind of foreshadows what's going to happen next, and everything kind of loops around with each other. And yeah, so I highly recommend for a movie night, Interstellar with your partner. Is really, really good. I know there's some people who do not like Matthew McConaughey. There are some people who do not like Matthew McConaughey for many different reasons, but for this one, solid, like a rock. It's really good. It's really good. So check it out. That's my recommendation for movie night for this episode. you know, if you like it too, let me know. Leave a comment what you thought about it, and hopefully this kind of spark an interest in, you know, the universe and what's out there and how gravity works, how time works. I mean, I feel like most of the parts of the movie is very factual. If I'm not mistaken, most of it is very factual. Obviously, there's some things that's not facts. You know, there's some data that is incorrect, but again, it's a movie. It's supposed to like keep your interest in things. So check it out, that one. Oh yeah, I also got to talk about, you know, the Texas heat is pretty bad this year. I know heat is pretty bad for most people around the world, but right now it's 107. It's been like this for quite a few days, and this is not fun. This is why I cannot wait. For one, it gets a whole lot colder outside, and for two, possibly on the move after graduation, depending on what type of job I decide to get. If I want to stay with the company and go higher up, but something has to change. You know, at least spend a month, you know, in a different state like New Mexico, or because it's a whole lot cooler out there. It's like last time I checked, maybe last week or maybe 2 weeks ago, it's like 87, 85, and over here it was like 107 the whole time. So just somewhere different, and I can't deal with it. Like, our bill is out the roof. I mean, we could pay it, it's not a problem, but who wants to do that? Who wants to live in heat all day? I hate it. I'm always constantly sweating, and I can't do anything outside, and I like to do a lot of adventures and hiking and going to the gym, but I can't do that because it's hot and it's not fun. When is heat ever fun? And that's some of the things where there's some things where I find funny. Whenever people are like, oh yeah, I rather take, you know, the cold over the heat. For one, if it's cold or wintertime, snowing over, you know, heat, for one, you just wear some extra clothes. That's all you have to do. That's all. I don't know. We got a fireplace, you know, light some firewood, and you could call it a day. But in the summertime, it's not happening. Definitely not. Your AC is going to be running all day and all night for most of it. And you pretty much have to strip down to your, you know, boxers or, you know, other stuff to try to stay cool. I don't know why I can't think about like women's clothing. But yeah, for men, you pretty much have to strip down to your boxers, and that's how you're going to move around and stay cool and have the AC going. So yeah, I'm not a big fan of this, and I'm not happy about it. But for this episode, that's all I have to say on this one. This is my little rant on about just random stuff that's been going on for a little minute. So yeah, I'm going to try to post a little bit more, especially when school comes around, or at least once a week, but we'll see what happens. I have my hands full with 2 kids, a wife, full-time in school. I think I could do it. All I need is some caffeine, and we're good. But guys, well, if y'all like this episode, definitely give a thumbs up, follow. I really appreciate it. And until next time, I'll catch y'all later. Peace.